In the heart of a lush green forest lived a cheerful squirrel named Squeaky. Every morning, Squeaky would wake up and happily leap between the branches, gathering the forest's freshest walnuts with his tiny paws. After his work was done, he'd play games with his friends. All the animals in the forest loved him because Squeaky was always so cheerful, helpful, and full of curiosity. But one morning, the forest felt different. A strange wind whispered through the leaves, and the sky began to darken with heavy grey clouds. I think a storm is coming, Squeaky said to himself, his bushy tail fluffing up with unease. He noticed the birds were quickly returning to their nests, and the rabbits were disappearing into their burrows. Suddenly, a loud clap of thunder echoed through the trees. The wind howled, making the trees bend and the leaves swirl in a chaotic dance. The sky looked angry. Squeaky scurried back to the safety of his cozy nest. "Don't worry, Squeaky," he whispered, trying to calm his racing heart. "It's just a storm. It will pass." The storm raged for hours. Bright flashes of lightning lit up the sky, and rain poured down as if from a giant bucket. Finally, as morning arrived, the forest fell silent. But this wasn't a peaceful silence. It was a sad, heavy silence. Squeaky carefully peeked outside. What he saw broke his heart. Thick tree branches were snapped and scattered on the ground. Bird nests had been knocked down, and the once clear stream was choked with leaves and debris. "Oh no, ... he murmured sadly. "Our beautiful forest. It shouldn't look like this." Just then, he heard a tiny, trembling voice. "Help! My nest is gone." Squeaky looked down and saw a little turtle named Shelly, looking lost and scared. "Shelly, don't worry," Squeaky called out, his sadness turning into determination. "We'll clean up the forest together, I promise." Squeaky immediately sprang into action. He gathered the other animals in the forest. Rabbit, Ruby, Bird, Lila, Owl, Oran. "The storm has made a mess, but if we work together, we can fix it." Ruby, with her strong paws, began rolling the broken branches into piles. Lila flew back and forth, carefully placing the fallen nests back onto sturdy tree limbs. From his high perch, wise owl Orin guided them, pointing out areas that needed the most help. And Squeaky, with his quick little paws, gathered all the scattered leaves and twigs, tidying up the forest floor. They all worked together, their spirits lifting as they laughed and sang songs. Each animal was a part of the forest, and together they were lovingly repairing their home. As the day came to an end, the sun finally peeked out from behind the clouds, casting a warm, golden glow over everything. Every corner of the forest began to shine again. The stream started to flow clearly, and the leaves on the trees glistened. The birds began to sing their joyful songs once more. The forest was alive again. Squeaky turned to his friends, a huge smile on his face. "Look," he exclaimed, "when we work together, anything is possible." Shelly the turtle popped her head out of her newly secured home. "You really are a brave squirrel, Squeaky," she said gratefully. Squeaky shyly fluffed his tail. "Courage," he said softly, comes from the love we have in our hearts. From that day on, the animals of the forest celebrated Solidarity Day every year. It was a day to remember the importance of protecting their beautiful home and the incredible power of working together. The forest was no longer just a place to live. It had become a true family, and Squeaky, the little squirrel with a big heart, was the joyful center of that family. His story showed everyone that even the smallest creature can change the world with enough love and a little bit of help from their friends. Thank you so much for joining us for Squeaky's adventure. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming tales. See you next time.